What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? It's your boy, Big Clout. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hey, look, check it out. Tonight we talking about these 50,000 evictions that's happening in Los Angeles. Can everybody hear me? Can everybody see me very well? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the sections. Holla at your people. What do y'all think about this? 50,000 people in LA are being evicted or have been evicted, or they are filing evictions against 50,000 people in the city of Los Angeles. And surprisingly, but unsurprisingly, that a lot of these evictions are not in Watts or in South Central. They're coming from Hollywood. What's up with you? What's up with you? What's up with you, Mr. Hurst in the building right here on IG Live. Salute to him, one of the original. He's the one who actually gave me my name, Big Clout. So salute to Mr. Hurst all day long. But look, check it out. 50,000, 50. You know how many 50,000? Can you spell 50,000? Check it out. Can you hear me knocking? Can you hear me knocking? Do I got to turn it up so you can really hear me knocking? Give your boy a second. Let's turn it up a little bit. Can you hear me knocking? Look, check it out. We're going to get into this article about these evictions that's happening in Los Angeles. 50,000 people. You know, this is being crazy all across the country. I told y'all before, we talked about Los Angeles a few weeks ago, but nobody wanted to listen to your boy. I'm telling you, if you in California, which I was in California at one point, I got the heck up out of there. I suggest anybody who wants to save a little bit of money, go ahead and get the heck up out of there, right? My wife just texted me. She said I'm too loud, but I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited. Hey, let me relax. It is nighttime. I am on the East Coast. It's about 11 o'clock. You feel me? About 11 o'clock. And so let me calm it down because my daughters are sleeping. And so look, we're going to get into the article. For my people on IG Live, you will be able to hear and see the article, the newscast on my Facebook, on my not Facebook. Ooh, I'll be tripping. On my YouTube live stream. If not, you will still be able to hear it. But we're gonna get into this news article. What they talking about these people in LA. They struggling. How much is rent in LA? How much is rent where y'all at? Let your boy know. Talk to me. Let me know what's going on out there in the world. Let me know what's going on out there in the world. Before we go any deeper and before I share this article, let me just remind y'all this channel is called Clout Chasing, where we mix the culture with the real estate, right? I am Big Clout. Salute to my man, Mr. Hurst, for giving me that name. And then also, I want y'all to know I spent the last several years dedicating myself to education, learning about the real estate industry. So I have a certificate of completion in real estate. I have an associate's degree in real estate. I have a bachelor's degree in business management with a concentration in real estate. I also worked for military housing at one point, and now I work for another military property management company as a property manager with the city, and I'm over about 9 to 8 apartment complexes and multifamily units. So, and I've owned my own property, and I've also managed my own properties from across country, and I've dealt with property managers. I fired property managers. I had to go to court to fire residents. To evict residents. So I'm familiar a little bit with the real estate game, just a little bit, right? So let's get into this. To what's happening in LA, right? I'm about to play this video. Y'all rock with your boy for a minute. Let's get into it. Let me find it. So please forgive me why. Let me share my screen, do all this extra stuff. Present, share the screen. Yes. Let's find it. Here it is, right here. Woo, evictions in Los Angeles piling up. All right, y'all, here we go. Let me shut up. Let me be quiet. Little Creek for life, salute. All right, let me turn this up a little bit over here on the YouTube channel. Here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Under pressure. Evictions are starting to rise in the post-pandemic Los Angeles.
Yeah, in fact, thousands of eviction notices have been filed just since February. KTLA's Rachel Menitoff is live in Hollywood with the impact. Rachel?
Look, pause. She live in Hollywood. They're doing this news report from Hollywood. They're not in South Central. They're not in Watts. They're not in Compton. They are in Hollywood talking about this. Check this out.
MB Pedro, good evening to you both. The highest number of evictions have actually been here in Hollywood, and that's followed closely by Fairfax and Woodland Hills. And with COVID.
So this is not the ghetto. We're not talking about the ghetto, y'all. This is Hollywood. Look, it's some parts in Hollywood, North Hollywood. You gotta kind of be, I've been there before, so I know a little bit about LA area, Hollywood, and all this type of things. But this is definitely not what you see and hear in the movies. This is not what you hear and see on TV. This is not what you hear and read in news articles. This is not what you hear and see on YouTube. This is a different type of beast. So when we're talking about all these evictions across the country, we have to understand that it's not just the poor people who are being impacted. It's not just the middle class people that's being impacted. It's people who got a little bit of money. What Kevin Samuel say? Y'all belong to the streets. It's winter's coming.
COVID era protections gone, the number of renters facing eviction rises every single month. Thousands of Los Angeles residents have been given eviction notices within the last 7 months, a staggering 50,000 tenants to be exact.
$50,000. I didn't make that number up. This is what the report from the offices who collect the data in Los Angeles came up with this number. Big Clout didn't make this up. Don't come on now. What's going on in LA? Who's to blame? Is it the government? Is it the policies? Is it the president?
This from February through the end of August, according to figures released this week by the LA Comptroller's Office, leaving many people in a terrible bind, some for financial reasons, other for different reasons entirely.
Well, it's the first time in my life where I actually had to spend the night without a roof over my head,
This is Steve. He says he was evicted from the downtown LA home office living space in March. He was subletting after his landlord died and the building refused to let him continue to sublease.
The landlord died. The building refused to let him sublease. So not necessarily the landlord of the building. I'm kind of confused, right? So he's subleasing from someone who was who was actually on the lease, and he's renting from them. So he's renting a room, right? Or he's renting an apartment and they live somewhere else. But that person ends up passing away. The building, the actual owners or management of the building, we talked about this with the dude in Dallas. If you are not the primary person on the lease agreement, you gotta go.
They basically left me on the street with my shorts, t-shirt, and tennis shoes, basically, and that's it. I couldn't even go back and get my toothbrush.
While evictions are occurring throughout the city, this map shows specific neighborhoods and zip codes disproportionately affected. For example, 3,585 eviction notices have been filed in Hollywood, 155 alone at this luxury apartment complex on North Highland Avenue.
Luxury apartment complex. I wonder why so many people are being evicted from a luxury apartment complex. Same thing what we talked about a couple weeks ago about the guy in Dallas. It was a luxury apartment that he was subleasing. Here in Los Angeles, once again, a luxury apartment complex evicting 3,000 people, 3,500 people? Come on. Is anybody home? Is anybody home?
Other hotspots include Woodland Hills, Westlake, and downtown LA.
With the COVID protections ending for the county on April 1st, then that's how you see that spike in April.
In a majority of cases, tenants owed more than $2,000 in back rent, but some landlords are also trying to evict people for owing much less.
$2,000? That's 1 month of rent in Los Angeles. That's not even that's like a couple weeks. Rent in LA, we're talking like $3,500.
Many tenants are not able to pay their debt because it is hard enough for them to actually pay their rent right now, let alone go back and pay, the average, I think, is like about $4,000.
In response to what many people feel is a housing crisis,
So wait a minute. Is the average debt $4,000 or is the average rent $4,000? I'm thinking he's talking about the average rent is $4,000. And in any scenario, whether it's the rent or the debt owed, right? The average, what the young man just said. I'm sorry, y'all. Why? I get that the weather's nice in California, throughout California. I'm from Northern California, so I understand the love of the weather. In LA, it's a little bit different. I'm from the Bay, so the Bay, we got good weather, but it's kind of whatever. We don't got the allure of all the beaches, right? There's some nice places, Northern California, Monterey Beach and I guess Monterey's kind of, yeah, it's still northern. Santa Cruz, right? And we got some beaches and stuff, San Francisco in the Bay Area, Alameda Beach, if you want to call that a beach still, but whatever. But LA has the nice beaches. They have all the tourists, they have the nice amenities, right? You can live on the streets in the Los Angeles area in Southern California and still get sunshine, right? It's not like living in Seattle where you're dealing with, clouds and snow and rain and it being depressing and cloudy and gray. In LA, a majority of the time, in California throughout, actually, it's nice. The weather's good. You don't have to worry about rain so much. You don't have to worry about cloudy skies. So you can live outside and not really worry about running to another place that's affordable, that you can maintain a good lifestyle, a decent lifestyle, a basic lifestyle that's more affordable, because it's money coming out of your pockets.
the city launched an emergency rental assistance program, which is accepting applications through October 2nd.
They're accepting applications through October 2nd. Today of the recording of this video is September 27th. That means you have a little bit of time to get some assistance if you are in the Los Angeles area and you're watching this video and you're like, oh, Clout, you just up here talking bad about people in Los Angeles, or you just up here, you're not giving any solutions. Here at Clout Chasing, where we mix the culture with the real estate, we give solutions. And in the description below, if you're on YouTube, you will see I left a link for this article, for this video. And also within the description, you will also see where you can go and where you can call and get more information, to get assistance, to get help if you are in the Los Angeles area.
Nikiso Peralto is a musician in Hollywood. He says it's often really hard to keep up with the rising rates. How do you deal with the high rent?
Get roommates. One time I had like 4 people in my 1-bedroom apartment.
This report has another important finding I want to share with you. There's something called the Just Cause Ordinance, and it means that a landlord can't evict a tenant who owes less than 1 month of the fair market rent. But according to the LA Controller's Office, more than 6,000 eviction notices were filed in violation of this policy. That's the very latest from Hollywood. I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back inside to both of you.
So 6,000 people were filed against this ordinance that they had, or this rule or policy. Let's rewind that part. If that's the case, the eviction filings of the 50,000, it's less than 50,000. It's still like what, 44,000? I mean, 6,000 is a lot, but 50,000? I mean, come on now. Let's just listen to this part again.
It's the very latest from Hollywood. I'm Rachel Menitoff. I'll send it back. Fair market rent. But according Bear with you. There's something called the Just Cause Ordinance, and it means that a landlord can't evict a tenant who owes less than 1 month of the fair market rent. But according to the LA Controller's Office, more than 6,000 eviction notices were filed in violation of this policy.
Wow. But you still got what, 44,000 people in violation? So come on now. Woo, let me stop sharing this. So tell me what y'all think in the description below. Tell me what y'all think in the comments about what's happening in LA with that what we just seen. It's wild. Oh, shout out to my boy Saint African, because Saint African is actually the one who sent me the link to this article, and he's the one said, yo, Big Clout, you gotta look at this one, man, because LA, they got 50,000 evictions, right? And so we need to also understand this is from February this year up until what, last month, that these evictions have been filed against. 50,000 people. What Kevin Samuels told y'all, winter is coming, winter is here. And let me make another point. They didn't talk about this in this particular video, in this particular article, but understand that per all the other data that I've been researching for the past few months, when it comes to evictions, the top group of people who are being evicted are single Black women. They're being evicted at double the rate of any other group of people, single Black women. And a lot of those single Black women have what? Children, right? And so just, understand that too. I don't know what the actual numbers as far as the breakdown of who's what happening in Los Angeles as far as the evictions go, but 50,000 since February. That is ridiculous. And so there's still assistance available if you're in the LA area. Look into it. If you've already used your assistance, you can probably double back and use it again. But you have to go search and get that information. Also, I'm a big advocate for us getting our own skills and searching for our own skills and going to school, trade school, community colleges, whether it's HVAC school, plumbing, electrician, nail techs, beauty school, whatever it may be, to get some new skills in order to get some more income, some more higher paying skills, to get higher paying jobs in order to stay away and stay out of situations like this where you're behind on your rent, you're behind on your mortgage, right? And so I went to a trade school. I went to a tech boot camp school back in February called Careerist. You will see the link for the description below for that class. I did a class for sales tech engineer, right? And right now, if you use my link in the description below, you can get 50% off that school. And there's other classes available regarding tech classes. You don't have to have any kind of background in tech, in technology. You don't have to have any type of degrees or anything of that nature. They teach you everything that you need to know. They help you with your LinkedIn account. They give you a mentor, and you get a certificate of completion, and you can do an internship for I believe it's like 4 weeks, a 4-week internship with the actual company, right? To get your feet wet in the industry in whatever section that you're going to be working in or studying for. And so I'm a big advocate for things like that. Those jobs start salary is between $70,000 and $100,000 starting out, right? I just want to always throw that out there and let you guys know that those are possibilities. These are jobs and things that you can do from home, right? So the one guy said he was a musician. He said he had 4 people living with him at one point in his 1-bedroom apartment. You can avoid that type of stuff, right? You can also, get yourself together enough, save some money enough, get a side hustle enough to be able to get out of California, because just get out. It's way too expensive. If you're not making $200,000 a year with a good solid income and a good solid company and a good solid business, even if you do have those things, I still see, this is my opinion, to get out. Right? That's just me, my opinion. Right? My opinion means nothing. I'm just a random dude in a spare bedroom with a candle lit in the background. Don't even know my left from my right. You hear me? Who on YouTube telling y'all a little bit about real estate in this game and keeping y'all up to date about these evictions. But once again, I'm gonna get up out of here. I thank y'all for your time. Let me know in the comments what y'all thought about this. Appreciate y'all on IG Live for coming through. Appreciate everyone watching live here on YouTube. Salute to y'all. This your boy Big Clout, where we mix the culture with the real estate. Y'all have a good night. And if you're watching this in the morning, have a good morning. You hear me? I'm sleepy. I got to go to my actual job in the morning. And so I'm going to bid y'all a good night. And y'all stay tuned for the next show, because the next show, and if you guys got any info or anything that y'all want me to talk about or discuss on this channel, you can email me at sdub49@gmail. It's in the description below. Or you can find me on any of my social media platforms. It's in the description below. Salute to y'all. Have a good night. Stay tuned. Peace out.